Hey YouTube, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about being unashamed about the Lord, about the gospel message, about Jesus Christ. And the reason why I want to talk about this is I was reading in 2 Samuel the other day, and I was reading about the event where David was dancing unashamed before the Lord as he danced before the ark when it came into Jerusalem after they got it back and brought it to Jerusalem under King David's reign. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, why am I not unashamed like that? Like, why don't I dance and praise the Lord and glory in the Lord before everyone and before men and before my family and my friends and those close to me? Like, why am I not like that? And I was asking the Lord, and I believe He showed me something really cool in this passage that helps us get the formula to start living unashamed before the Lord. So let's begin in 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 6 through 11. But when they came to the threshing floor of Nacon, Uzzah reached out toward the ark of God and took hold of it, for the oxen nearly upset it. And the anger of the Lord burned against Uzzah, and God struck him down there for his irreverence, and he died there by the ark of God. David became angry because of the Lord's outburst against Uzzah, and that place is called Perez Uzzah to this day. So David was afraid of the Lord that day, and he said, "How can the ark of the Lord come to me?" And David was unwilling to move the ark of the Lord into the city of David with him. But David took it aside to the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. Thus the ark of the Lord remained in the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite, 3 months, and the Lord blessed Obed-Edom and all his household. So the beginning of the story is basically David's going to go get the ark. Along the way, bringing the ark back, this guy Uzzah, who was close to David, one of his friends, is like reaching out his hand just because it seems like the ark is going to fall and fall over, and it's going to be a really bad situation. But God, even in this, wants that reverence for Him and that respect for His throne, because the ark was the symbolic throne of God on earth. And when he reached out his hand to touch it, God struck him dead, because it's like, no, you don't touch the king's throne, you don't do that. But David kind of was like a little upset. He's like, well, one, Uzzah was doing it out of concern for the ark, but still he did it. And I think that was a disconnect there. Is regardless of your intent, there needs to be that reverence for the Lord. But that's besides the point. When he saw this, he had this fear of the Lord. So that fear and that reverence came upon David. He's like, I can't touch this. It's not for me. I'm just going to let it go. We'll give it to this guy Obed-Edom the Gittite, and he can have it, because I can't bring it here. I'm too afraid of it. But let's read in the next couple verses. He learned something else. So in 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 12 through 15, it says, "Now it was told King David, saying, The Lord has blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that belongs to him on account of the ark of God. David went and brought up the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David with gladness. And so it was that when the bearers of the ark of the Lord had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed an ox and a fatling. And David was dancing before the Lord with all his might, and David was wearing a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet." So on the second part, we see that David recognizes the blessings that come with the ark. So you have this dichotomy where you have one side is that the ark is something to be reverenced and feared, but also it brings blessing and success and prosperity. So I think that's how we need to view God. And when we view God in this way, the response is going to be unashamed. One, we're going to be unashamed because we fear God, and we say, you know what, I'm not going to be ashamed of other people because I fear God and I reverence Him and have a respect for Him. But also you're like, you do it out of this gladness where you're like, I also want to share this with you because I've been so blessed by it. So God is like that ark for us where we fear and reverence Him, and we're not going to be put down by other people. But also He's such a gift and blessing that out of our love for other people, we want to share Christ to them. And I believe this is like the formula to spreading the gospel message and to breaking that barrier of fear, is we have such a revelation of God's sovereignty and holiness and just awesomeness And we also have a revelation of God's goodness and how much He blesses us and how much He wants to bless other people and His love for us and our love for Him. So, but the biggest thing here is it's important to be unashamed, because we see that Jesus says in Luke chapter 9 verse 26, it says, "For whoever is ashamed of me and my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of him when He comes in His glory, and the glory of the Father and of the holy angels." So Christ is saying, like, if you're ashamed of me, I'm going to be ashamed of you, because I'm going to be ashamed that you didn't believe in me, you didn't follow me, you didn't wholeheartedly go after me. So this is why we need so badly to have that fear of the Lord, that reverence, and to know the goodness of God, to know the love of God that He has for us. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you're encouraged by it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Also, if you want to support my ministry, all you have to do is share the video with family and friends. And if you want to sow into it financially, just click the link down below in the description. Anyways, I hope you guys are blessed and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.